Hey yo, what is up, boys and girls? Welcome back to our pod where we talk about anything and everything. I'm Iman, that's Aaron, and we have a special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, it's JD Perez, also known as Jesse.
Make sure to speak.
Also known as Jesse Perez or Daniel Perez or JD. A bunch of AKs. So.
What do you prefer? What do you want people to know you by?
JD mostly.
You guys didn't watch last week's episode with Martinez Brothers. Go check it out right here. We also have merch, so make sure to check the link description for that if you do want to take part in buying merch from us. Well, let everyone know a little bit about yourself. I have written down 4-time All-American, 2025 at 184 national champ.
Yeah.
You're my Ottawa brother, so I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah. So again, JD Perez. I visiting in town, went to school with these two knuckleheads right here. Nah, just kidding. They were really cool. Yeah, and they just I wanted to hang out, and they invited me on the cast, so I'm glad to be here. Yeah, I just finished up school. Everyone calls me Unc where I'm at because I'm a sixth year, still competing. So all the 18-year-olds out of high school, they're like, yo. What's this old ass dude still doing on our team? I'm like, bro, I'm only 23. Chill. Anyways, yeah. So I finished up school at Northwestern. Like I said, wrestled all throughout college, All-American a couple times. Got to be on the biggest stage and wrestle in the Big Ten, and ultimately win a national title. So that was really cool in Atlanta, Georgia for Life University. So yeah, I've just been kind of grinding, kind of finally tapering down, getting ready to be employed. Unfortunately,
yeah. Sucks, bro. No more degenerate life.
No more casinos and golf and beer all day. So
we missed those days, huh? We were degenerates fucking 3 years ago, bro. Not anymore.
Last week.
Last week.
I want to say last year too.
Oh yeah. Well, we were drinking nonstop. We were drinking
every weekend.
What was the go-to? I know you guys drink your Happy Dads, but what was
anything and everything at that time?
Really?
Literally, it was horrible.
Literally, every fucking weekend would be something different.
Yeah, and then we knew we were fucked up once we would have 40-ounce beers after the bar.
We'd show
laying on the fucking floor in the apartment, just passing the bottle.
Oh, dude. That's always bad.
Smoking some darts here and there.
Oh, no. Hey, drunk cigs don't count. Remember that.
They don't.
They don't.
No. And also, only you can prevent forest fires.
Cheers, man.
Send it. Cheers.
To a good pod.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
That's not bad.
Did you have any classes with him? I feel like that's something we talk about.
Language arts.
Did we? Wait,
yeah.
What year?
With Aguilar. Was that his name?
Freshman year?
The basketball coach?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was freshman year, right? He was kind of shorter guy?
Yeah.
He would rap to the students.
At the new school? Sophomore year, huh? I'm like, dude, where's the clown? Where's the clown? Look up, you gotta put that shit in there, man. Just look up at that bitch. Get a photo and be like,
wait, I have a video of you doing a backflip.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and then doing it like
the
flipping sexy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big Fortnite guy, still play. I use Terrifier, but my main skin is Kim Kardashian. Oh. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I think that's the only class we've had.
Because I didn't have any classes.
How?
I don't even think through middle school.
7th hour.
Where?
Freshman year, 7th hour for football.
Oh, yeah. That's
in the locker room. In the locker room. We have boxing. Yeah. And then I remember JJ fought one kid who was a grade above us who actually boxed. What was his name? Richard. Yes.
Richard Dozal?
Yes. him and JJ were fighting. Everybody's like, JJ, like this guy boxing. And then JJ did a spinning back, bro, and and he did that same move
to knock out that one guy.
That one kid, that Mexico kid. Yeah.
I remember that video.
Yeah. He's like, "What pussy?"
I think I had science with you in Red Mountain.
Did you? Bro, I wasn't a bad kid. I was just
because we all sat together in that back table.
We just giggled a lot and shit.
It was
yeah. We just laughed.
It was with Jolisa, Krista, JJ. We all sat in that one back table in science class.
Science. Who taught science?
I don't know.
I believe in science. Get that corn out of my face.
It was that white lady.
Wilson? Miss Wilson?
Wait, was that?
Red Mountain? Bro, what? Hey, ask ChatGPT real quick.
Hey, who were the teachers in?
In sixth grade, I saw Mr. Soderbergh. You guys remember him?
Yeah.
I used to piss him off, bro. It's so bad. I was like one of his like best students, like academically, but I was also like Robert Ornelas used to sit on my table.
Damn, bro.
Yo, and like some days we were buddies and some days we'd fight, and it was bad. He would throw pencils across the room, or he'd just like yell, or like all
Yeah,
kinds of
Robert
shit.
was crazy.
Yeah, Robert was bad. Nah,
Oh,
no
shit.
disrespect. If you're cool, bro. I hope you're doing good, bro.
He's in Burke, bro.
Yeah.
Hella tatted.
I hear he talks like, hey, ew, hoyo,
Yeah.
Not the whole, bro.
He's always on TikTok Live.
brother.
I don't know what he's doing. But he's always like gambling or leaving the casino, being a degenerate.
I need to go hang out with him, bro.
Oh,
We get along.
Well, he lives in Burke, so
Yeah.
you know how the Burke gets. GTA status. Yeah, dog.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, bro. I actually had some college teammates from Albuquerque,
And what they say?
and both at Ottawa and Kansas City, and then in Atlanta, and they're just
Damn,
a
all
little,
the way in
they're just a little bit
Atlanta?
different. Yeah, they get recruited out there. Yeah, so. And I mean, they're cool. I'd be like, Hoyo, you're from the 505. What's up?
I just picture all the videos. Of people, like, talking.
Oh, man. Yeah. Throw you some
I
ski
forgot.
Damn, bro.
Sorry.
Old ass video.
Yeah,
You
bro.
remember those?
You remember those?
Yeah.
Like how long, say?
Oh, courtesy.
Shit, let's get on with this shit.
Let's
so
spit that shit out, bro. That's good.
So
Oh, no,
our
no.
first question that we had for you
Yeah.
before anything else was, what was your life like before wrestling and all that?
Well, the last 12 years have been wrestling for me. So before that, athletic-wise, I played a little football. I was his opponent. I played on the Rams with Coach
Damn,
Caballero.
I forgot about that.
And you played on the Raiders.
Yeah, the shitty team.
Yeah, the shitty team. You guys beat us. There was only 3 of us, and you guys beat us in the second time for a second. So I don't know. It was a good experience, but no, athletic-wise, you know, I played football. That was when I kind of first moved out here. I moved out here end of 5th grade, so I went to RST. Shout out RST. There's a video of me in RST wearing shades, and I'm wearing a Lakers jersey, and it's like the goodbye to the 5th graders or whatever, and I'm like, hey, and
I think I've seen that.
yeah,
I
and it's
think
just
I've
me,
seen that.
and I remember like all the kids kind of like didn't like me because I was still in the screen time, bro, and I was like, yo, my fault, bro. I just
You're like, sorry, I'm new. I know how to
yeah,
dance.
sorry, yeah, I know how to dance. You know?
I'm better than you. Sorry about
bro,
that.
Yeah, so so I was there, and then prior to that, I lived in California most of my life. I moved to Phoenix for like 1 year, maybe 1.5 years, but yeah, no, and if you know me, you know, like I have a bunch of sisters, 7 older sisters, so yeah, there's a whole clan of us. Yeah, I would just basically like grew up with horses, working on the yard, farm life, yeah. But I also, like, in Cali, we lived in the city a little bit, too, kind of, so I know a little bit of both. No, yeah, the farm life is definitely, like, I mean, now my parents have horses again, so, yeah. Dude, I was, like, raking the horse lots, you know, picking up the shit. I was, like, it's just the nostalgia of the smell, like, when you were, like, a little kid, you know, like, it's just, like, the farm life. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was just, like, talking to my dad about it. I was, like, raking up the poop, and I was like, dang, like, this is, like, back when, even when I was in high school, we had, like, 1 or 2 horses always, so it was just, like... there's like a certain scent when you go around horses. Do you know that smell? It's
Yeah.
not bad.
Well, you guys have that in common, so
Yeah,
I'm pretty
well-
sure you guys would.
Well, horse poop, like, it doesn't smell. I wouldn't say it smells great. I mean, it's just freaking hay and water, right? And maybe some oats. But dog shit, oof. I got my first dog last year. Bro just turned a year. Like, he turned a year old on 4/20. So yesterday, his name's Champ. And when he was a puppy, he had parvo, so it fucked his stomach up a little bit, and he survived. Thank God, bro. God did. And he looked out for him, bro. And bro, he would like shit, and it would like
Diarrhea.
and bro, like like while I was picking it up, I was also throwing up at the same time. So it was just a concoction of shit and throw up just right there, bro. And I still to this day, like if I pick it, if it's not solid, even if it's solid, I have problem picking it up. I don't know what it is. If it's outside, it's not as bad. But when he was a puppy and he'd poop inside,
You're like,
bro. But no, yeah. So growing up, I mean, before wrestling, that's kind of was just like farm life. So sorry, we kind of go way off
It's
topic
like
there. Yeah, bounce it back and
The
forth.
timeline.
One thing that did stick out to me one time was you killing the pig.
Oh yeah! Did you come over for that? Yeah, we had the whole wrestling team.
Yeah.
So I had a revolver, one of my dad's revolvers.
Shoot him in the head.
Yeah, shot him right in the head and then stabbed him in his heart. Yeah, but
I saw
I
that
was
shit.
wearing my Converse, bro. I didn't think it was gonna get all bloody, like, cause we raised those pigs, like all throughout like my sophomore, junior, and then senior year. Literally right after districts,
yeah, it was after
like literally,
district.
like I won a fucking tournament, went home and started killing pigs, and bro, like Manny was there, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Manny.
I remember you were like waking it up, and because he was so far back in the pen or whatever,
Yeah.
and you had to like wake him up, and then finally when he picked his head up, boom!
Yeah. He was awaiting his death. Yeah.
And then I just saw that. I was far away, bro, because I didn't want to see it, and then I saw it, and the fucking head went like, and all the blood just.
Yeah, spilled out. Yeah. Then once I hit his heart, he stopped like having a seizure. Yeah. And then what was it? Like we had like a barrel. It was my first time doing it. But we had to do it with all of the pigs, so we did it like after you left and stuff too. I think it's like a big barrel, boiled, but like with certain salt in it. Yeah, and then you just like.
Oh no, we all did that together.
Yeah, we all did that. Part, yeah. But there was a few of them.
Yeah, I remember we fucking did the biggest pig, and then we cleaned it. We cut it up and ate it. Literally like in 30 minutes. Because we were all the wrestlers were literally just going to town taking their hair off.
Yeah, taking their hair off. Yeah, and then I remember I have a video of Esteban Carrion. He grabs the freaking nipples and he's like squeeze from like Nacho Libre. Yeah. And I cannot squeeze, and it's all dead.
But yeah, that was one crazy moment that I remember I had to talk about.
Yeah, because I've killed a few cows, and I just shoot it with a rifle, bah, right in the head.
Yep.
They collapse.
Dude,
like you know those at car dealerships, those balloons.
Yeah,
that's how they just like collapse like that. After that, just like slit their throat and then kind of gory, I guess.
no,
hey, but then after you hang it up, you gut it out and then you skin it and you hang it up. Like 2 weeks later, you throw some steaks on the grill and shit. You ain't complaining after that. That's all I gotta say.
Dude,
there's some killers on there.
I've never stabbed a pig in the heart.
I could never do that.
No, I've seen them kill them, but never fucking to the heart.
Yeah. When we gutted it, you could see like the little like slight or stab mark from. Well, the first one I didn't go deep enough, and then I had to pull it out.
Oh shit!
You can see I was like, oh, there's where I fucked up.
Yeah. Have you ever killed sheep?
Sheep? No.
Or goats?
I had goats. Those fuckers would always get out, dude.
They're annoying.
Dude, I built like literally like a 4.5, 5 foot fence, and they still
jump. Yup.
Yeah. Okay,
dude,
jump right over the shit.
them is fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Because you grab them, you have to tie them. I never do it. I just hold them down. My dad fucking.
Oh, you have to. So it's just like combat shit.
Yeah. No shooting. No shooting there.
Bullets, no bullets.
Literally, bro. And then if you let it go too soon, it starts fucking.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, squirming, right?
Yeah, bro. And then it gets all over the blood.
Those pigs. Speaking of that, I'll have to send it to you. When the pigs are little, we pull their testicles out. When you twist them, and then you cut them. You like cut their testicles, and they're squealing like really bad. And it's a video of me.
Bro.
It's me, Carter, Manny, and my dad, and we're all just holding the pig legs, and my dad's in there cutting their little wevels off right there, and then you spray them, and they got a little purple pouch right there, so they don't get infected or whatever. And I thought that was the craziest shit ever, bro. I thought that was the craziest shit ever, bro.
For the goats, we do that too, but we put the rubber bands.
Oh yeah, so it
dries out.
They dry out like raisins, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That hurts me. That hurts me thinking about it, bro. Like it
they're
hurts
chilling,
me.
bro. I'm like, it hurts them when you put it, but then.
Well, yeah, over time your nuts are gonna fall off.
It takes like a week.
Yeah, you have to deal with that for a fucking week. I'm good.
Well, you're not gonna do it, bro. I'm like,
you don't gotta go through it, Aaron. It's okay.
Like, don't worry, bro. You're chilling. You're chilling.
Oh shit! All right, let's get to the next question. I choose wrestling, and what influenced you to choose that?
Oh, that one's kind of deep. I feel like why wrestling? So my dad wrestled a little bit in high school, and then he kind of like, I don't know. He was always up to like doing his stuff, getting in trouble and stuff when he was young. So he didn't really stay with it. And then my grandpa, same thing. He kind of did it a little bit. But I was big football, like that's all I knew. And then I loved playing basketball. When I lived in Cali, I had like my own little basketball hoop. My older brother had bought me, and I'd play all the time. And then I was gonna go out for the basketball team. And then you guys know Mike Hernandez, Mikey?
Yeah.
Oh well, he was like, hey, like he saw me. He's like, hey, I think wrestling be a good fit or whatever. And I was like, I really want to go out for basketball. He's like, just give it a try, and if you don't like it. And I went home that day. It was after football practice. I was waiting for my ride, and I went home that day, and I was talking to my dad, like, hey, Dad, like, football's ending for Red Mountain this year. And so this was 7th grade. And he's like, well, the wrestling coach wants me to go out for wrestling. He's like, do it. And I was like, but, like, I really want to play basketball. And he's like, well, the one thing about, like, wrestling, it's like, it's you. It's like what you put in, you get out of. It's not unlike, other team sports. Not throwing shade at team sports or anything, but it's like you can't say, oh, well, that guy didn't block for me. And you have all these other variables that you have to worry about. But with wrestling, it's what you put in, you get out,
One-on-one.
And, I mean, even then, like, wrestling is still
demanding?
Yeah, physically demanding, mentally even more. And I kind of figured that out, like, throughout the process. But that kind of what got me started, like, into wrestling. And then, like, sticking with it, like, I don't know, I kind of just gradually kind of grabbed to it. And, 8th grade year came around. Well, 7th grade year, even though I was, like, going to practices, so I went out for the wrestling team instead of basketball. And I loved it. I loved it a lot. 8th grade year came around. I still played football, and then I went to go wrestle. I, like, knew I was wrestling, but I was already in 7th grade on a part of the youth program. So, Bobo, Jacob Mendoza, you guys know him, his grandpa, like, they were all involved in the youth. His grandpa ran it. So I would go to the youth. You used to do it, right? You used to do youth? Yeah, I'd go to the Red Mountain practice, youth practice, Red Mountain practice, youth practice, like, so 2 practices a day, like, and at the time, like, you're so young, like, you don't know, like, for me, I was like, hey, the more I practice, the less I have to do chores at home, so, hey, it was good for me, and I was getting better, so, I had a lot of success 8th grade year, going to freshman year and all that stuff, I ended up having a lot more success, and I was like, wow, like, after my freshman year playing football with Aaron and some of the other guys, they were like, hey, you coming out again? Like, what happened? Like, you quitting? And I was like, no, man, I finished out the season, but I'm going to just commit fully to wrestling, and made the state finals the year after, and ended up winning and going undefeated. So, yeah, and then, like, my junior year, I was getting scouted, recruited, and all that stuff. So, it was, I didn't know, like, it was going to be
that
big, and it was going to do that for me, but I was going to get into, like, ag and maybe, like, welding or trade school, because I do that. That's, like, what I'm really good at, like, framing and stuff. Like, it was scholarship money was really good, and the more I did better in college, the more opportunity I got to get more money. So, yeah, that's kind of why I stuck with it and why I chose it. And so my freshman year, I was the 16th seed. So there's only 16 people that get to go to state in New Mexico for the weight class, and I was a freshman. Little old me. I had, like, blonde, my hair bleached and everything. I look like a stud. I didn't know a stud. It was good, shawty. Yeah, dude, I had the number 1 seed, and he was a senior, and I was like, dang, I gotta wrestle this dude. Like, we weigh the same, and he's like 18 years old, and I'm 14. Like, what the hell? How make this shit make sense, bro? Like, what? I remember I freaking pinned him first round. Boom, upset him. Like, shocked everybody at the state tournament, and it was crazy. I ended up making the semis that year and taking 5th. No, that's when I knew, like, yeah, like, this is it, because I worked hard, and I went through some injuries that year, wrestling silver. I hurt my knee, my meniscus and stuff, and I'm sure athletes who watch this, like, you're gonna know, like, meniscus tears and stuff, they're not very fun. Yeah, that's ultimately why I kept doing it. I just had an itch for it and wanted to be on the top because I hated losing, so. Yeah.
Well, that's only because if you lose, it's because it's yourself. You have no one else to blame.
Exactly.
That's the shit my dad would tell me. Mm-hmm. Fuck, I kind of hated wrestling because of that.
Yeah, dude, no.
Because you had no one else to blame.
Yeah, because, like, if you lose, you know that it's your fault. You have no one to blame. And you could have done better, or you were there and you're like,
yeah. Or you try really, really hard, and the guy just might be better than you. Like, there's true shit. Like, he might just have more years on you, or just, like, freakishly, like, athletic.
Or technique.
Like, yeah, or just, like, really slick, and then next thing you know, he, like, you fall right into his trap. Maybe you're better than him, but that day he might have been better than you, and shit happens. Yeah. But when you said that too, like, my sophomore year, like, I could have won state. I say that because I've, like the guy that I wrestled with, I could have beat him, like, easy. And he was up a weight class, and I was like, no, I want to stay at 138 because the guy I want to wrestle, I lost him earlier this season, and I lost him by 2 points, and he was number 1 in the state. And I was like, no, I want to wrestle him. And I was like, I want to get that shit back in blood. And I was a sophomore. He was a senior. He had took fifth, third, second. So he was already looking for his championship, right? And I was like gonna go snatch that shit from him. Ended up losing 6-1 or 6-2, whatever. Fuck that guy.
Don't come at me right now.
Yeah. No, he actually DM'd me on Instagram not too long ago. He's like, "Yo, I seen all your success, bro. Like that's badass. I knew you were gonna be a fucking bad dude when I had to wrestle you or whatever." So yeah, but my junior year too, I did the same thing. I chased a guy that I hadn't beaten yet. The guy that I already beat had won a state title. I'm like, yeah, like, I mean, it's cool being a state champ stuff, but like going after the people that are better. My junior year, and my senior year, went after. He was going for his third state title. Yeah, he was nationally ranked. He was ranked 19th his junior year in the country, and then he was ranked 25th in the country. Out of all the high schools, I beat his ass, belt to ass.
Senior year was kind of dreadful for me. I don't know if you remember. I had a co-weight because he wanted the higher weight class. And I told Daniel, like, are you sure you want to go 160, 170? Yes. You're like, yeah. I'm like, so I have to go 150. And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, you better win state then, motherfucker.
Yeah, bro. That was a great year. We had a great year. JJ went out for wrestling that year. Fucking Ferdy.
Yeah,
Ferdy was in fucking wrestling. It was actually cool.
Was it Oscar?
No, Oscar was
in 8th grade, right?
Yeah, but he was our trainer.
Yeah.
So everywhere we go,
yeah,
he would go with us. Yeah. Is why Ottawa, and how was it wrestling during COVID?
Yeah. So I mean, you guys could probably say the same because you guys went to New Mexico State right out.
No,
I went online.
He went online,
and you?
I went to Ottawa.
And you were on campus,
Phoenix,
though, right?
yeah.
So you can kind of relate. Well, like anyone who went on campus, it was weird for us, anyways. And we were a private school, so state school is like different. So we can kind of have our own rules. So we had in-person classes and stuff still, and I was just like, because I saw everybody else online. I was like, what the but it was good for us because if we have in-person classes, we could have practice. So if we didn't have in-person classes, we couldn't practice or compete, just regulations and stuff. But we always had to wear masks, so it was kind of it's kind of
dude. Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, that and I had I think 14 guys in my recruiting class as freshmen, and there was only 3 or 4 of us after that because everybody led. They were like, I don't want to. They thought COVID was gonna be like that all throughout college. They're like, I'm gonna go home, make money, and actually, which is understandable. But yeah, it was rough. Why Ottawa? I would say. Money was good. The coach, Coach Crank, shout out Coach Crank. Yeah, Coach Crank, he ultimately he cared the most when recruiting. Obviously like money helped a lot when it was time to like pick a school, Division II or like NAI, JUCO, whatever it was. That was the ultimate decision. Like, how much is this guy gonna take care of me? Whether I'm his like star athlete or if I'm his like JV athlete, and I'm on the side of the road like drunk or whatever, and I need a ride. Like, are you gonna be able to pick me up and like actually like take care of me, basically? And he's like, no, 100%. And obviously, thankfully, that didn't happen, but maybe once or not. No,
he said I walked him.
I was with him. I was in the passenger seat. No, yeah, so they helped me get to where I'm at and like a lot of my success. But yeah, I'd say that it was a great time. After COVID, my freshman year, we started to wear masks a little bit. Sophomore year, the following year, 22.
21,
yeah, and it wasn't as bad, but they like loosen the reins a lot.
Did you have a point where like if someone got COVID, the whole practice was shut down?
Yes, bro. So
because that's what we dealt with all the time. If people went out to house parties or
bro.
going out, I'm like, dude, bro, now we don't have practice.
Parties were lit as
He's like, y'all missed out, man.
What kind of mask you got?
That's true.
Oh shit! No, you got the J&J, or you got the what is the other whatever brand shot? You're like
Pfizer.
Yeah, Pfizer.
Pfizer gang. Nah, just kidding. Yeah, so that was the kind of shitty part. They did do traces. A kid I wrestled. Beat him, by the way. I went back. I was training and practicing. He said, yo, you got to stay in your dorm room for a week. And I said, bro, because like I was like doing good. I was mid-season, like starting up season. I was like 4-0. I was like, okay, like I'm doing good. But the kid I wrestled, his partner had
COVID.
Sorry, spit. His partner. I'm a sprayer, bro. I spray all the time.
Oh, you're good, bro.
My brother's always like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? His partner had COVID, so I didn't have it at the time. And then I had to get quarantined for basically 2 weeks because it's a return to play protocol or whatever. So it's 1 week quarantine, and then in a week they test you and make sure that you're good. And then I actually did catch that shit in like January, bro. That shit was and I couldn't taste or smell, bro. And I swear after that, it was just downhill from there, bro. Because like I was wrestling, I competing, I like made the finals at conference and was winning, and then ended up losing. I cracked my rib, And I was like, dude, my season's over. I was all crying. My season's over, shit. And I ended up coming back after having COVID and that. I was able to taste a little bit and smell. It tasted like, anything tasted like shit. Especially the calf food, you know? And then...
The what?
Calf.
Oh, I was like...
Calf
no,
food.
not cat with a T, F-E, cafe. Like the cafeteria of cafe.
I got you.
I was like, why the fuck eating cat?
What they recommend here?
Like, did that heal your rib?
Oh shit, 9 lives in
I know. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So it was like kind of downhill freshman year. It was kind of ass. And then I qualified for nationals somehow. I don't know. I was losing and I fucking threw a headlock and pinned the guy. Wrestled this like 25-year-old my first round. I'm only 18 years old. Wrestling this guy and he was a Division I transfer and he beat the living shit out of me, dude. And then I'm like crying, looking up at my dad because he's there at nationals watching me. And I was like, you know. Then the next round I almost get pinned first period, and then I end up trying to come back and it's too late and I lost. And I went 0-2 barbecue.
During that time, you could tell the level of competition was different?
Oh yeah, especially for New Mexico. No shade in New Mexico. That's just for wrestling. Yeah, bro. It's like there's certain states that are just
way better,
levels ahead, bro. Even like Division I level this year, when I wrestled the Penn State, the #1 guy in the country, I was like first period. I went to go tie up with him, and he grabbed me like a grown man, bro. And I was like, bro. He grabbed him. It wore off, like, but he came out hot, and I was like, oh shit, like. This motherfucker is good, you know.
Intimidated you a little?
Yeah. I was like, what? And I ended up taking him down. I didn't beat him, but you know, it was. I'm one of like 3 or 4 people that can say he's been taking him down. So that's pretty cool.
Question: any drastic weight cuts through there?
Yes, plenty. So this year actually was really, really hard year. As you get older, it's harder to cut weight. And I was drinking a lot of barley pops or beers, whatever. So I thought I was done wrestling after I won my national title, and then they had hit me up or whatever to go ahead and compete. And I was like, oh shit, like, I got another year, like, let's go, you know. And another year of unemployment, you know. And I was at the beach. I was at the lake.
Where?
Drinking in Florida. When I
go
when I go to Florida, I'd go like with my girlfriend. We'd go visit or whatever. And I was at the lake drinking beers, barbecuing 4th of July, you name it, bro. Like, and then I started taking these visits, and I'm like, fuck. And I stepped on the scale. I wrestled 184. I stepped on the scale. And that shit said, get off, bro. I was 218. And, like, for being, like, a high-caliber athlete, like, that's bad for being, you know what I mean? But I thought I was done, so it didn't really matter. And then when I found out I had to wrestle, I was 218, and I had to cut down to 184. That's, you do the math. That's, like, what, 30 pounds almost? Yeah. 30. And that was, like, a lot of it was first losing the weight, so not cutting. But then it was, like, August, okay, you're getting down a little. September, okay, getting down a little more. October, fuck, we got to meet in like 3 weeks. I'm still 20-something pounds over, bro. Like, sorry, is I spitting on you?
No. Okay. I was just like, damn, bro, like that's crazy.
No, yeah, it is crazy.
He's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I had a cut. It was a Michigan State Open.
Keep going. I'm listening.
I had a cut like
20 pounds.
Yeah, almost like 18, I think. And I was just like in the same week. So Monday, the tournament was Friday or Saturday, and Monday I started at like 190 or 201 or 198 or something like that. So I was way up there and I had to get all the way down. So,
fuck. How do you do it?
So majority of it is dieting, eating clean, making sure you're drinking plenty of water, and then the like 10 pounds of whatever it is your water weight.
Write this down, people.
10 pounds of it, of whatever it is your water weight. So you don't do that until competition, so the day before, or if you compete later in the night, the day of, and you start pulling your water. And then all you do, like, when I mean pulling the water, you stop your water intake because your body's fully hydrated. It doesn't need any more, and it thinks it's going to get more, but you're just manipulating it. And all you're doing is just sweating it out. And, you know, you can put a sunscreen on. You can just go for a run. You'll just start sweating. You'll start dripping, especially in this heat. Next thing you know, you're, like, down 10 pounds. But you'll stay there for weigh-ins, but then you got to get hydrated back up because then you'll start cramping and stuff like that. But that's, like, drastic measures, right?
That's why you get cramps?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, from being dehydrated? Yeah.
I haven't drank water all day today.
Hey, just drink some of this, bro.
Dude, I literally had this coffee.
This is better.
Sam.
And pre-workout this morning.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. That's that degenerate blend right there. All you need is a freaking Marlboro, bro. You're good to go.
Yeah, bro.
Did you pick up any hobbies while you were at college?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, golf, one. Towards the end, as I started getting older, I knew I was going to have to find an outlet now that I was going to kind of finish wrestling. Fishing. I love fishing. Bass fishing, though. I like bass fishing. Drinking beer. That kind of became a thing. In high school, I didn't really drink or anything like that. I started liking Guitar Hero a lot. So
Nice.
my buddy had it, and I'd always go over and play. So I'm getting another one, probably for my birthday or something. And then I'm gonna play that, shred some Guitar Hero, and then we'd play just darty games like cornhole. I play cornhole a lot out here, but like cornhole and drink beer, you know.
Die.
Just, like, beer die, a lot of die up. A lot of beer die. Love that game. Oh, I like going to like bars, but not like there's two different kind of bars. There's like the bar club kind of bars. I like going to those, like, you know, you dance, have a good time, because, you know, I love to dance and stuff. But I also like
a dive bar?
Going to not a dive bar, but like, you know, you got pool, like, and then
Darts.
Yeah, you got darts. You see people smoking cigs. You got some slot machines in there, bro. You know, like
That's a casino, bro.
He's like, actually, that's a casino.
Yeah, oh my God.
And but then like sometimes you'll have like some small artists in there, and they're like singing like hot songs or new, like, you know,
like Lil Toad,
the top songs, like those kind of things. I have a buzz, and I'm like, America.
What was more important, getting your degree or winning the national title?
Oh, that's good. They kind of played in to each other, bro. So, and not to get like too like you know,
like where for you at?
I know,
like getting onto you, you know, like. But I would say, you know, freshman year, I wouldn't say I was a degenerate, but, you know, I was freshman in college, like, just figuring stuff out. And then, like, ultimately, like, when I told you, like, my heart was broken after I didn't, you know, I went from winning a national state title, going undefeated, to, like, not placing in nationals. And obviously, it's a big jump, like we talked about. I was like, okay, I got to make a lifestyle change. And so I did. I cut out, like, the drinking. I cut out, you know, like, staying out late. Staying on my PS4, I had a PS4 at the time.
You were locking in?
Yeah, just locked all the way in. Like, I had a schedule, and I was like, yo, like, look, this is how I got to be. Like, I know I didn't have to do that as much in high school. I still was strict and stuff, but now you got to pay a price. You want to be where everyone isn't, right? My sophomore year, like, I did everything right. It was school, wrestling, school, right? And I made sure I was on the Dean's Honor Roll, got all these like accolades and stuff. It was actually really like, I was like, okay, like I'm living life right. And then you know, I wasn't getting the results I wanted in wrestling, but I knew that like everywhere else in my life I was doing really good. And not that I wasn't doing bad. All American in wrestling is like really good. It's still hard. Like I said, I didn't even place my first year, and I placed, you know, so placing is still really good. And I placed my after I started living right, took 5th. The next year I was ranked 3rd in the country, took 6th that year, got upset, had a little injury. And then the following year, you know, my senior year, I took 3rd. And this was at Ottawa before I transferred. And I was like, dang, like, I'm living the life right. Like, I'm doing everything right. You know, I ended up picking up a dual major, as I told you, because I was going to graduate early with my business administration degree. And so then I picked up finance as well. It's the same degree, a Bachelor of Science, but a major. So finance and business administration. So I picked it up, and, you know, I was like, you know, I'm living life right. Like, I'm going to just continue to do this right, and I'll go for a long ways. And so, you know, I ultimately had one more year, and I was like, all right, like, I made the transfer. I was like, well, I finished undergrad. My resume is looking really good. I'm going to, like, take a lighter master's course. In life, it's pretty easy academically. And I was like, I'm going to just kind of do some online schooling and then just lock in on wrestling. And, you know, I was still hungry. A lot of guys get to that age, like 22, you know, 4 or 5 years in college. I know you guys, like, not, like, that we're young, but, like, in wrestling, it's, like, it's more, or any college sport, it's harder on your body. Like, imagine playing there for five years, right? And so I was just, like, you know, just locked in, like I said, and, you know, I just kind of, I didn't have to worry about school as much anymore, and I just kind of locked into wrestling, was able to have success there, so.
One of the last questions we have is, so is it over or is it not over?
Okay, so I had made a post on IG saying, you know, my career's over and stuff, and we'll see what comes to flourish, you know, later throughout. I want to start making money, right? That's the biggest thing. I just finished. And I was asked, I was told, like, if I was granted another year of eligibility, would I take it? And I was like, yeah, in a heartbeat. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, right now, like, where I'm at in my life, you know, about to start life, not unemployment life anymore. It's a no. But last week, I did get a call from so he wrestled his. I called his dad or whatever, but his name's Austin Gomez. They're former Division I wrestlers. Him and Roman Bravo Young. He's out of Tucson, Arizona. Went to Penn State and wrestled. They wrestled in the States, and they represent Team Mexico for the Olympics. And they asked me if I would want to go represent them for the Olympics in 2028. Yeah, in Los Angeles. Yeah. So I have the opportunity to go ahead and do that. Right now, he was like, we leave in 2 weeks. This was last week. He's like, we leave in 2 weeks to Mexico for a tournament. And I was like, oh, dude, I've been drinking beer and fucking chilling. Like, I'm in no good shape right now. And I was like, he's like, well, come, because he lives in Illinois, and that's where I'm at right now in Chicago. He's like, let's train and let me talk a little bit in your ear and let's see what we can do. I'd love to get you on the squad. So the reason why I can represent Team Mexico, by the way, for the Olympics is because my mom is from Mexico, so I can get dual citizenship. And with the dual citizenship, I'm able to therefore wrestle. I would love to, but like if I had the opportunity, why not, right? And it's also like there's only 6 spots, like 6 weight classes for Team USA, or for every wrestling, Olympic weight class. So there's only 6 weight classes, so obviously that's really, really hard to make here in the States. It's possible, but I mean, I can go to Team Mexico, and I'm Mexican, mostly Mexican. My dad has a little white in him, but go represent Mexico. So I think it's a really cool opportunity.
So you're gonna take it?
Most likely, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna start training though, like immediately. I think I'm gonna gradually get back into it because wrestling's one of those sports, dude. It's like
mental.
Yeah, and physically too demanding, right? And we were talking about, and it's like, dude, I'm finally like I could say like, oh, like dang, like wrestling's over. At the same time, it's like I love it so much, but like you do it so much, and you're just like, oh, dude, like if it becomes a burden to you, you don't want to don't do it anymore because it's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. Yeah, and that's with anything you do, and it's not. There's a difference between being a wussy, right, and not loving it anymore. And sometimes you got to step away for a little bit, or just focus on something else. Find something else, another outlet, healthy, hopefully. Don't drown it in casino and drugs and stuff. And then get back to it, like miss it. I call it missing it a little bit. The year I won my national title, I was supposed to go to a tournament, and I had like the practice. Our room got like our electricity was bad because like the storm or whatever, so we had to go to another wrestling room, like a club room in somewhere in Atlanta. And like I pull up and I'm in a bad mood. I just don't feel good. Like I get my butt whipped by people I should be beating in the room, and I'm just like, wow, like how am I I'm undefeated right now. How the fuck, like I'm not.
How are you beating?
Yeah, like you start questioning yourself. Like I'm not a national champ material. Like here I am again, gonna lose another shot at a national title, and we were gonna compete and leave that weekend. And my weight was a little high. I was like, you know what? Like I just told my coach, like I like took my shoes off and like sat on the side of the bench at practice, on the side of the mat, and he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, coach, just like, can you leave me alone till I had to practice? He's like, yeah. And like they're gonna respect it, like, yeah, I'm like one of their guys. So, and he's like, everything good? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, just take the weekend off. And I was like, I'd really appreciate that. He's like, no, yeah. And he's like, just reset and everything. And dude, I was like eating wings and stuff, like eating like I broke my diet like really hard, and I was just like, oh, like this is what I needed. Yeah. I went right back to it, bro, and fucking boom, 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 and beat the shit out of everybody. So, questions for you guys. I mean, I kind of asked you guys some before the podcast, but where do you guys see yourself here in like 6 months? 6 months to a year forecast. With not just this, but like your life, like your personal life too.
With my personal life, I'll still be at the mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in school still.
Same.
Hopefully traveling. Hopefully we fucking finally beat the 500 mark.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get the tattoo.
What tattoo?
If we hit 500, we're gonna get the logo tattooed on us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Where at? Die.
I'm covered.
I don't care anywhere.
I'm covered on.
I actually have no ink.
Really?
Yeah, I have no ink.
Clean?
Yeah, I'm clean.
Damn.
That'd be nice.
What?
I'm like, once you get it, bro.
You're a fiend.
Dude, I've thought about it, like getting right here, just one right here.
That's what you say, bro.
Perseverance right here. I think that would be tough. And
I
like
think-
Chinese lettering though.
You
I
get
don't know.
one, but you'll be fucked
Yeah,
forever.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
addicted or what?
Oh, yeah.
That's what everyone says. Yeah.
It's
What do you guys think? Like realistically, 500? You said?
Yeah.
hopefully. I mean, we're up there,
We're under 150 now, so
okay.
we're like
and it's been a year only.
144 left.
Oh, okay. Do you think I've been loud enough this whole time?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
the
gonna
mic.
pick up all the mics.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm still going to school. Hopefully, still working. I'm not trying to lose my job, but finish school. That way, I can just graduate in January or next spring easily.
There you go.
Finding new outlets. I think running might be my new outlet.
There you go. Yeah, you're always
And-
fast.
I don't know, maybe powerlifting. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I've been thinking about it.
I'm like,
Um,
go back to the gym. Bro.
Yeah.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Uh,
I'm like, I need a gym party.
yeah.
Oh yeah. There
I've
you
been
go.
I've been out, but other than that, yeah, I just not still traveling with Marina because we're always fucking traveling, bro.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
good.
the same thing with the channel. We hope we get to 500,
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably it.
Mhm.
Any regrets?
No regrets. I'd say, super cliche, live life to your fullest potential. I feel like every way that you take, it's like unlocking a new passageway to build yourself to the best ability, to your best version of yourself. And it takes some scars and licks to get there. No regrets. I enjoy, the good and the bad. Maybe I wish I would have, like, what I know now. I wish I could tell myself that 18 years old, going into school. And I didn't really drift off like bad or anything like that, but it just helps a lot. And, some kids are fortunate, in like households like where they got it mapped out as they're, as they grow up, like, hey, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And like, we're going to make sure you're successful. And, not all of us had it like that,
Yeah.
right? I had 7 siblings. So no, I wouldn't say no regrets.
Any closing statements? Where you want them to follow you?
Yeah, check me out on IG. I have this brand called Anti-Culture. Shout out them. They sponsor me. They help me with a lot of financial stuff and, my clothing, make sure my drip's cool. I'll try to have them add the link there. You can check out. It's like streetwear, but they represent, something bigger than themselves, and their proceeds go back to 10% of the proceeds go back to poverty in Washington, D.C., I believe. So, yeah, so it's a pretty cool thing to get behind. Shout out my girlfriend, Steph. Love you. Parents, thank you guys. Shout out these guys, AyOBoyz, get me on here. And maybe we'll have another one, like 3 years, 4 years down the road. Maybe after the Olympics,
Oh,
Maybe.
You might see me, Olympic guy. Nah, you'll see me. You'll see me in like a red, white, and
Green?
Or red, white, and green.
He was
I
gonna
just
say blue.
Oh my!
No, red, white, and green singlet.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode with JD on. Catch you guys on the next episode. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on that bell notification so that way you get notified every time when we post a video. And we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Once the liquor starts going, it's even worse, dude.
I'm like,